Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Teardown. In the previous episode, and incidentally the previous year, we went back and took a shot at one of the missions that we hadn't completed to the full maximum rating, which was, in this particular case, the Fine Arts mission, which was quite difficult, but we did manage to get all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 paintings with a couple of seconds remaining, I think. 0.8 seconds remaining, so no, not much remaining at all. Right, with that said and done, if we look through all of the maps, you can see that basically the only one we have to do is called Insurance Fraud, where we have to help Gordon steal at least 3 of his own cars to help him with the insurance payout. We have previously done it with a 5-car rating, but there's 2 others that we haven't done. We have 18 seconds left, but the big difference is that when we attempted this mission, it was a lot more, it was a lot different. So let's just go to replay mission, I'll show you what I mean. So if we check out the map firstly, we can see that the objective is to bring at least 3 cars to this circle here. Now, we managed to do that quite easily because this vehicle is attached to this trailer, which we can then drag up. So that's one right next to it. There's one down here, which is actually on a pallet, which we can pick up with the crane and then bring over as well. That was 2 cars. There was a 3rd car down here, a sports car, that was very easy to bring over. And then there's also like a Cadillac here as well. But what we actually did was on the 2nd floor here with this sports car, we opened up this, and full send off the edge and yeeted it pretty much into this area, which was very, very dodgy. It required several attempts, but we managed to do that quite successfully. So what I'm going to do is see which one is the furthest away, and it would be this car here. And this is the one that we're going to start with. Because of the size of the map, we need to not just get these cars to the objective, but get back to the other cars, which requires, well, a lot of other cars. And I don't want to be coming back to this one, so this, by pretty much necessity, is going to be the first one that we attempt to get to here. And the way we're going to do that, I think, is by jumping out of the cars while they're still moving. The reason we can do that is we don't have to be in the cars and we don't have to press any button as we are moving along. Instead, what we can do is just get in the cars and have them start to go, and we'll simply jump out and they'll sail in to the objective. That is my plan, but let's just see if any of that is actually possible. This is probably going to be a 2-parter, by the way, because of, I think, the amount of destruction I'm going to have to work on. But let's see. I'm just going to remove some of this with the shotgun there, because my plan is to get into this, which is a 4x4, and go up and round and across. So we'll go for a quick save. We'll jump in this vehicle here. And this is what it'll be like. So we'll go up here, not at maximum speed, and just cut that corner a little bit, and then we're going to go straight, and then I'm going to jump out about there, and that means that all of this will have to be demolished. So let's work on that. I think a lot of our time in these videos here, this one and probably the next one, if it is a 2-parter, is going to be the removal of debris. I think there's just going to be so much debris that it's going to be a nightmare. Anyway, this door does slide open, so I can do that, and it means I don't have to destroy it, which means, again, less debris. Sadly, that cannot be said for some of the other stuff in here, so I need to basically clear all of this. So we'll use our sledgehammer to break the center, like so. Luckily, when we break a certain amount of chunks, they then disappear for performance benefits. And then all of this can get removed as well. Obviously, the seating itself can be removed with the hammer, but the rest will have to be done using probably a shotgun. Kind of valuable there. Fancy bottle of rum. Not that I really care about money, because we have more than enough money. Well, we've actually bought every single upgrade that is available in the game at this stage, so yeah. Anyway, let's go and work on the principle that we are going to go through here. So all of this needs to be shotgunned and removed. And we're trying to make this as flat as possible for the car to sail past. Naturally, we have to remove some of the debris. I will remove this and this. And the car will hopefully sail of its own accord along there. Right, let's remove some debris. And it's going to have to go through that wall now. Let us preemptively move some stuff over, because I don't want to... have to be very careful in how I move things, because when they start to land on other bits and pieces like that, they're going to then break and then create more debris, and that's not going to be just a performance hit eventually. If we have to do the amount of destruction I think we're going to have to do, it also means that, yeah, we have more stuff to clear up. So we need to get rid of this, which I think we will use a blowtorch on. I think the shotgun is going to be our most valuable tool, as it normally is, to be fair, in this game. I'm going to drag this out of the way, like so. Obviously a bit of broken staircase there, but that's not a huge issue for us. And there we are. And now we need to go through that wall. And the way we're doing that is by using a bomb. And there we are. We now have a hole in the wall. It's not actually as big as I thought it would be. That's probably enough though. I may have to do a little bit of modifications with the shotgun, but I'm trying to keep the destruction at a bare minimum. There's going to be a lot of destruction in this, I should point out, but I'm trying to keep the debris to an absolute minimum. Simply because it's going to take far too long to clear up. Oh, hang on. I think that was a bit of a stutter there. As I was saying, the debris and such, I don't want to be clearing up, because otherwise it'll take far too long for this mission. Anyway, moving these over there and out of the way. I'm probably not going to clear up all of this corner. I think that should... As long as they're not in the direct path of the vehicle, we should be alright. So that will hopefully be adequate. The vehicle itself, as I said, will come down here, sail across, and basically go straight over there. Now that is a little bit too tall, so I'm going to remove that section and that's those sections there. And again, you can see all the little bits of debris that it creates. So we have to be quite surgical with our debris removal. So there we go. Remove that. Remove that. And that is, I think, where we want to be. So what will happen, just remove this with the sledge. What will happen is that vehicle will come down and I'll jump out about here. It'll continue on and land in there. While that's happening, we're going to be over here, getting in this and doing the same thing. Quick save. Gun. 1, 2, no, 2. I'll probably use a blowtorch here, but let's just start with the gun, so we're going to remove the rest with the gun. And there we are. That is our vehicle. It's probably been a little bit damaged. I'm just going to quick save it and get in. No, it's actually fine. Okay. So we'll get out. We'll run to that, get in that, turn this way, and then head over there. That should be, hopefully, another vehicle. Where is the third vehicle that we are going to get? Well, if we check the map, we've got the furthest one away. That's then up here, right across, in there. This one should be doing the same thing. Go over there, and job done. We then have that vehicle, and that vehicle. This is where it gets a little bit difficult, because I need to get back to those. If I was to say get the caddy in here, we need to have a way to get all the way over to here, get that vehicle dropped, and then bring it round. Same for this. But I'm hoping we can use the same trick, as in we maybe get the caddy to about there, it'll then sail that way, ghost, pretty much, over there. We'll get in maybe this thing and drive all the way down here, jump out, get that out, drive along to this corner, and then, again, probably just let it sail away. Even if it stops here, I don't care. At least it's closer to the objective. Then we get this one, same thing, and then we get that somehow, and these ones I will eventually drag over. Okay, let us work on that principle then. So we'll clear a bit of these shrubberies here, because, well, we might as well. And there's also, I think, a couple of these I want to remove. Because those, even though they might not seem like they're going to be much of an impediment, I guarantee that will be one thing that we clip. Alright, so I should point out that this grass, we may have to remove it all. If I have to do that, you know what? I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to think about it. We may have to do it. This is the most difficult mission in the game, I think, to max out. And, there is our vehicle. This is the vehicle that we need to get over there. And the way we're going to do it is by dropping it through the floor. First things first, we will quick save it. I will turn it round. Obviously, it is attached to the ceiling here, but we are able to drive it and put it, obviously, in the right direction. Just have to be very careful we don't snag the wire or put too much tension on that. Right, I'm just going to stop it there for now. I'm going to shift all of this. Huh. How to become a snooker champ in 24 hours by Cubase, I think they were called. Brilliant. And let's do that. Get all these removed. And that should be us done. Now this we have to avoid, and there's also another strut that we have to avoid as well. Let me just... every little bit. Don't really go much further than that. Quick save. And how we're going to drop that? Well, we are going to drop the entire floor out from underneath the car. Now, I can't say this is something I've come up with. I've actually seen people do this. Darn it, quick load. I thought something like that might happen. I've not actually seen a full run of this. I purposely don't watch those because I want to try and work it out myself. The fun's in finding out and all of that. But at the same time, I think very early on there was a developer did tweet a potential solution like this. Perfect. So there's only a tiny bit left there. So if we drop down, that car, all we need to do is shoot that little bit and it drops down. Sadly, I've peppered that guy's vehicle with bits of debris. Speaking of debris, we're going to shift all that. We don't want any of this debris in our way. If I can actually pick it up, I'll be able to shift it. There we are. It's actually in front of us that the debris is problematic. Behind us, not so much. Even if we land on it, I don't think it's too much of a problem. Especially not for this car, because it's all terrain. It's four-wheel drive. So, let's just get all of that removed. And this is hopefully a solution that will work. Obviously, all of this will have to be removed, because we can't drive through it. Well, we can, it's just going to slow us down. It's just, there's no point. We might as well just shift it now. I'm not going to get rid of the curb yet. This is just a quick first pass, by the way. We'll almost certainly have to do lots more optimization of the run later on. There we go. Removed, 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 and removed. So that'll drop down. We'll get in. We'll drive that way. Let me just try that. Quick save. I'd have a probably a pistol. Already, I can tell that debris is going to be a bit of an issue. But then we jump out about there. Yeah, cool. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. Which is something I don't often say, because normally it fails. Good. We have managed to successfully... I was like, stop there. Successfully get that car potentially in. Again, more optimization will be needed, probably clearing of debris. But I am going to go to what is arguably the hardest one to get to its destination. And that is the vehicle up the top here. Now, obviously, we have... I'm going to have to just... Normally, I would just get rid of all this debris by just fling it away. But if I do that, we might have a bit of a problem. It might get in the way of things. Just get this over here. So there's nothing down there that I need to worry about. Yeah. So this one, we need, like the others, to get to the objective and the exit. But, as you may see, it's on the second story. And how we're going to do it? Well, just like the other, we're going to drop it through the floor. Quick save. Shotgun. The big difference with this is that it's further up in the air and there's more floor to deal with. Just making this a bit wider. There we go. That's dropped the majority of the floor. If I come down here, I can probably do that. And yep, that's brought a huge chunk of flooring down, which is good for us because it means not as much debris to worry about. There we go. And cool. So we've got that tiny bit there, a shotgun which we'll hopefully deal with. The problem now is we need to get down another floor. Well, try that. Debris, so much debris. I don't like it. And, yeah, keep going. The worst part about it is I'd have to get it out of this building now. So I'm going to have to go through here. Right. We have successfully managed to make a huge hole. How on earth... Oh, probably should have removed this. That is a... Yeah, that's a full dining set, I think. Oh, yeah, tables in there. Oh, the chairs are in there and everything. All right, fair enough. When this drops down, there's no way this thing is going to be able to get where it needs to go. Because all the debris. So I'm going to have to shift this debris. But I also think there's absolutely no point in me doing it now because we have to go through this wall. So let's do that. So we're going to shift this. And I'm going to shift that one. And I'm going to pick up that valuable, which doesn't mean anything. Get rid of these. Just going to get rid of these trees and stuff because I know we're going to have to, like I say, end up cleaning them up anyway. So the more we remove, the less debris we have to worry about in the long run. There we are. Got some bar stools here. I may have to remove this bar as well. So, if we drop down, we'll be facing that way. Yeah, the bar's going to have to go. Alright, the bar's gone. I could have turned the car around, actually, if I thought about it a bit more. And put it in a slightly different orientation. But it matters not too much. We just have to do what we can. And there's that all gone. And that bar we'll have to remove as well. The problem is shotgun. Well, the solution is shotgun, but the problem is also the shotgun creates a lot of debris. And then we're going to have to go through that wall. Well, it's only one way of making sure we can go through it. There's still a wall. Right, we're about right now. Let's put all this fire out before the game goes to a failure state. And I'm just going to have to use this to remove all of the wood. I don't know exactly how much of this I need to remove, but let's just remove what I can. Oh, some of this wall actually was destructible with a sledge. I didn't realise. The more I can remove with just straight up hammering like this, the better for everybody. Stove's still in place. So if it drops down facing that way, get in, go around, just remove that and this. and possibly that. You know what? I'll use these cylinders that I didn't actually realise were there. So we'll get that. You see how actually garbage these are compared to stuff you use deliberately. This is going to have to go as well. I mean, I could put a pipe bomb there. Oh, actually that worked much better than I thought. Extinguish that. And I don't think we need a wider... no, I don't think we need it any wider. I think that's fine. So let's just clear the debris away. I'm moving it away from this area because obviously that's where we've got another vehicle coming down anyway. Potentially several vehicles actually, because we're going to have to shift it from one to another. And move that, move that. I can put these to this side, that's okay. I just need to ensure that I don't put it in the way of a vehicle coming down. Although, maybe just for peace of mind, and why don't we do put it to this side. Although this is not the most destruction we'll probably ever see, and have seen, because we've done maps that are basically about wrecking things, I think it's going to be probably some of the most debris. This is the map that we're going to do the most destruction, I think, and have to then clean up because we need to have vehicles driving on it. Now I'm very much hoping that the single layers of stuff like this are not too much of a impediment to the vehicle. So I'm trying to just remove the chunk of it, the bulk of it, these chunks here, but leave in things like this, like these little bits here. Like I don't think I'm hoping that those don't really matter. Need to get rid of that though. But we'll see. This is going to require a lot of luck as well. A lot of luck when it comes to the execution of it. So, yeah, there we go. Right, so let's just probably sweep up some of this. I'm really, truly hoping that I don't have to clear every single bit where it lands. I'm actually going to do a little dry run and see what it's like when I shoot it and where it lands. Because if we can just get in and drive off, then that's perfect. Let's go with... that. Let's just see if that is sufficient. Quick save. Got our shotgun. It is actually not too bad. It's not too bad. I do think it requires a bit more clearing of the debris back here. But overall, it worked a lot better than I expected it. I can get rid of a lot of these like chairs and stuff, can't I? So that'll clear a lot of the debris up as well. I'm also very tempted to use planks. That's a huge chunk of something. Wall, ceiling, whatever. Yeah, I'm very tempted to use planks and make like a ramp. So like as it drops down, it ramps from there down here. That could also be a way forward. I'll tell you what I'll do. Actually, I won't place them in. Because if I place them in now and then I have to quick load, that's going to mean still using all of the planks anyway. So let's just clear up that debris. Very base level here. And there we go. And I think that should be about right. Obviously, we're not getting rid of this debris. I don't know what's going to happen in Chapter 2 with the game, but I'm hoping some sort of industrial vacuum or shredder. So that'll drop, and it'll drop in there. That is, so far, for a first attempt, acceptable. Right, we have one car coming up, round there, straight across, jump out about there, it goes sailing into the objective. We then get the caddy, same thing, go up and jump out about, I don't know, here. And then we need another car to bring us all the way to there. What sort of car do we want? Well, I think I know the car that I want, and it is the blue one over here because it is quite quick. Like I said, the car up there and the car attached to the generator, I'm really not bothered about at this stage. Okay, is this slow? No, it's not slow. It's just in reverse, it's slow. Does open up automatically. That's good. It's a little sporty hatchback. Right, what's the chances of me actually hitting this? I can guarantee it's high. So, hopefully that's about right. Let's just get rid of those bits of debris. So it is 1, 2, 3, drive along, shoot that, get in, drive up and round, jump out about there, and then I need to get to there. So that's something I didn't work out, because I'll be jumping out of the car probably about, well, I don't know, about here maybe. I don't even care, as I said, if it actually goes in to the objective. I'm just wanting to get it closer, and then so come out here, jump out there, let it sail across. So I want to be in here. I don't necessarily want to jump because I think it slows you down jumping. Do I have enough? I have enough shotgun, I think. I'll tell you what. This might be the perfect opportunity to use a pipe bomb. Ow. Almost died there. Pipe bombs are useless. 4 pipe bombs just to destroy a tiny bit of wall. Scratch that even more. But at least there's not a lot of debris. Speaking of debris, we'll clear that up to where we're going to get the other car. So coming down here, shoot that, get in, drive over there. That's 4 cars. Okay, time for a dry run, I think. Might as well give it a go, because if none of this works, then... Oh, that's why you don't just randomly send stuff. If none of this works, then, you know, it's just it's been a bit of a waste. So, I need a shotgun for our attempt. Wish me luck. So, not maximum speed, just enough. 1. That's in. I can move that a bit closer. Now I know. Oh, this is terrible on this ground. Right, we need to change this car. We definitely need to change that car. Debris is a bit of a problem. That's going. I don't think it's going to go in. I don't think it's got the right amount of speed. Seconds. No, it didn't. But proof of concept, if I just probably a bit faster, it might go in. Might go in. Try it once more. I thought I'd try and cut that corner a little bit more, and that seemed to work. So into that. This one. This one. Should change this car, but like I say, I'm just trying to work the run out. Yeah, this is terrible over this ground. Need a much faster car here. It's fine. There we go. That's going over there. That might go in. Waiting for the ding. Yeah, we've got it in. 18 seconds remaining. 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. And the other car's in here. And the other 2 will be around there. I think that's a run. I do think that is a potential run. But we need a quicker car, don't we? Especially over that ground. I don't think the van's going to be very quick. And the forklift is not. I can confirm van not very quick. Can confirm this is not overly quick either. I'm just going to drive it on the grass. Oh, it's a lot better, I think. I think it's a lot better. Let's try it from a standing start. Oh, it's immediately better. It's immediately better. Right, we're going to swap these two out. We're going to go with that. I can move over there. This one. Is it just because it's beached on that? It could be, but it's just... I'm not taking the risk. I'm really not taking the risk. I'll just put that out of the way. And then I'm going to get this one up to there. As I said, the whole point is that the car comes out, the Cadillac comes out, and then we jump into this. I think that's about right there. Yep, let's try that. Bit more optimization to be made here and in there. Let me do the one in here first. Optimization being probably clearing some more debris, but also the way you shoot up there. I want to clear those, so I've got a direct shot to it, because I've had to move a little bit too far forward for my liking. And although this may only save a second, every second counts in this one. So there we go. The running through there seems to be a bit slow as well, but you know, it's not a huge drama. And then I want to close that door because we nearly clipped it a couple of times. And when this drops, it's obviously hitting all of this as well. So I'm going to need to remove... Okay, that's broken, that window. I'm just going to remove this window. And all the pallets. They're all made of wood and stuff, so they'll just break down. And I'll just remove this. Get it shifted. Be easier. Obviously all this glass will break. And then we can just smash it into the fragments that then disappear. And hopefully that'll drop down and be alright. We can always make a little lift of some kind or something. Some sort of ramp if we need to. What's that still attached by? Oh, glass. Now we can always, if we need to. Ooh, that was a bit that was a bit dangerous, wasn't it? Right. Yeah, we can always make some sort of ramp with the what's it called, with the planks, and that would potentially work. And that would allow us to hopefully make it sort of slope forward when it lands and give a bit more momentum. But that's that cleared now. Completely cleared. So jump in here and then that way. Okay, done. So that is not too bad. I think we'll leave it there for this episode. This is going to be a two-parter simply because if it was going to be in one, it would be nearly 2 hours long, I would imagine. So that's just unwatchable. So we're going to leave it there for now. That's our potential plan, potential solution for this map. I think we can get 1, 2, 3, 4 cars with 20 seconds remaining. That means then we need to get this car in and then the other 2. So next episode, we'll work on getting this car closer, and almost certainly means removal of this and removal of this front door and having another car on standby, and then finally we have to get the other 2 vehicles over to here and then work out how those are going to go in. But overall, happy with what we've done, so we will leave it there for now. As always, hope you have enjoyed the episode and the series thus far. Comment in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.